Welcome friends. Myself Rahul Thakkar from LJ Institutes of Engineering and Technology. In the today's video, we are covering the topics such as Einstein's theory of matter radiation, that is A and B coefficients, and ratio of spontaneous emission to the stimulated emission rates. So, let's start with the Einstein's theory. As you can see in the figure, a combination of absorption, spontaneous emission and stimulated emission with their equations indicated by equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3 is indicated, which we have discussed in the last lecture. Now, let us assume that atomic system is in equilibrium with electromagnetic radiations. Hence, the thermal equilibrium, at the thermal equilibrium, the number of upward transition is equal to the number of downward transitions per unit volume per unit second. Hence, the rate of absorption is equal to rate of emission, because the system is in equilibrium, means rate of absorption is equal to rate of emission will be there. So for absorption we know that D12 into N1 into rho is equal to rate of emission, that is A21 into N2 plus B21 into N2 into rho. So from the above equation we can say that on rearranging, taking the B terms on the right hand side, so B12 into N1 minus B21 into N2 in bracket rho is equals to A21 into N2 will be there. Now, making rho as a subject, we get A21 into N2 divided by B12 into N1 minus B21 into N2. Now, dividing this equation by N2, we get rho as equation number 5. You can see that this is equation number 5. A21 divided by, in bracket, B12 into N1 by N2 minus B21. Under the thermal equilibrium, the number of atoms N1 and N2 in the energy states E1 and E2 at a temperature T is given by Boltzmann's distribution law. Hence, N1 is equals to N0 into E raised to minus E1 by kBT, where E is equals to the exponential small e. I am talking about small e is the exponential, capital T is the energy state E1, capital E1 is equals to energy state E1, capital T is equals to the temperature, and K suffix B, Kb is nothing but Boltzmann's constant. Now N0 is the total number of atom, Kb is the Boltzmann constant. Okay. Now for N2, similarly we can say that N2 is equals to N0 E to the power minus E2 divided by kBT. Taking the ratio of this, let us give this 2 as the equation number 6 and 7. Taking the ratio of this equation 6 and 7, we can get that N2 by N1 is equals to E to the power minus E2 minus E1 upon kBT. Now since we have E2 minus E1 is equals to HV, So N2 by N1 is equals to e to the power minus HV upon kVt. But in this equation 5, what does we require? We require N1 by N2. So taking reciprocal, and N1 by N2 is equals to e to the power HV upon kVt. So that is equation number 8. Now substituting 8 in equation number 5, we get rho is equals to A21 divided by B12 into e to the power HV upon kVt minus B21. This is equation number 9. You can see over here I have replaced N1 upon N2 by this value that we have found out from the Boltzmann's distribution law. Now, taking the ratios, okay, dividing by B21 on rearranging this equation, okay. So, rho is equals to A21 upon B21 into 1 upon B12 upon B21 into e raised to HV by kVt minus 1. That is equation number 10. I'll just rearrange equation number 9 in this modified form. Okay? Why we have done this? Because now we are comparing this equation with the equation of Planck's black body radiation theory. Okay? So from the Planck's theory of radiation, we get rho is equals to 8 pi h v cube by c cube into 1 upon e raised to hv by kVt minus 1. You might be knowing about this theory. This is equation number 11. So now comparing equation 10 and 11. The equation 10 that is we have derived, and now equation 10 that is from Planck's theory. So on comparing we get two conclusions. A21 by B21, that is equation number 12. A21 by B21 is equals to 8 pi h v cube by c cube, and the ratio that is B12 upon B21 is equals to 1, and thus we can say that B12 is equals to B21, so we can replace it by B, and we can give name for A21 as equals to A. And thus, the constants A and B are called as the Einstein's coefficient. So, we have got the ratio for A upon B over here, okay? So, that equation 13 shows the probability of absorption is equals to the probability of stimulated emission. And from equation 12, it is seen that the ratio of spontaneous emission and the stimulated emission is proportional to V cube. It means that the probability of spontaneous emission dominates over the stimulated emission. Okay? Now, next is the ratio of spontaneous and stimulated emission rates. So, from the initial equations, remember the starting spontaneous emission and stimulated emission, the equation 2 and 3. So from the initial equations 2 and 3, we can say that R21ST upon R21SP is equals to B21 into N2 into rho by A21 into N2. N2 gets cancelled out, so we get this equation number 14. But from the equation 10, we know that B21 upon A21 into rho is equals to 1 upon B12 upon B21 into e raised to hv by kVt minus 1. That is equation number 15. Okay, so replacing RHS from equation 14 with equation 15, we get the ratio R21 into R21ST upon R21SP is equals to 1 upon e raised to hv by kBT minus 1. Or inversely we can say that R21 SP upon R21 SP is equals to e raised to hv by kBT minus 1. These two equations are same, just reciprocal they are reciprocal of each other. Okay. So this is the ratio of spontaneous emission and stimulated emission rates. Okay. So thus, when the energy of the incident photon is much greater than kBT, the number of spontaneous emission far exceeds the number of stimulated emissions. Hence, under this condition, HV is very greater than kBT. The laser action is not possible. So, in order to achieve more stimulated emission, the population N2 of the excited state should be made larger than the population N1 of the lower state. This is the condition called population inversion. Hence, in order to amplify a beam of laser by stimulated emission, we have to create a population inversion state and hence increase the density of the interacting radiations. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching.